Hey team, look at that ugly whiteness all over our nice brown driveway. I hate seeing concrete when it's like this. It's saddening. It's maddening. But there's ways to fix it. Yesterday was acid wash day and it was a busy, busy day. It was 20 degrees out plus, and it was literally our last opportunity to get this washed and sealed. Today it drops to 10 degrees Celsius and we got snow coming this weekend. So we really hit the timing correctly on this one and we got it done. There's a good shot of the concrete when it's wet. It's a very light gray. That's the efflorescence and the haze that's left behind from those initial washes 4 days prior. Now you got to wait at least 3 to 4 days for that concrete to set up before you use acid. Otherwise the acid is just going to work up more cream and generate more haze. You want it to be a little bit cured before you attempt this. So there's a few tricks to this. The first trick is that the concrete must be lightly damp, but not too wet. If it's got puddles and pools, it's too wet. The acid is going to dilute as soon as it hits the surface and it's not going to do its job. So we want to make sure it's just we had one guy on the hose, just lightly keeping it damp. I was rubbing the acid and then Carson was washing behind me. The other trick is we're going uphill. We're starting at the bottom. That way I can do a row. It can sit on there for 5 minutes. Carson can wash that row off and I'm working on the row above. If we started at the top and worked down, all that water would flood down and it would make the bottom too wet. It would get too saturated and the acid wouldn't do its job. So we use a 4-to-1 acid ratio, 4 parts water, 1 part acid. So 4 gallons water, 1 part acid. And then we washed it 2 or 3 times to make sure we got it all. Now, when it's completely dry, we're on to our Cure and Seal. This is a high gloss Cure and Seal that we have our Shark Grip anti-slip agent in, and we are rocking. This took 4 pails of sealer. So this was Travis's first day sealing, and he got to learn a little bit of that portion of the process. And basically you're just working a pool. You're constantly keeping a pool up and down, and then you're pulling back the excess and then a very light back roll before you move along. So the leaves bugged us more yesterday than they did for the actual pour. It was funny because they started coming down and then we had to leaf blow them away, but we lucked out for the pour and just a little bit more work for sealing, and voila. Man, we are so lucky to get the temperatures that we did because Alberta, the weather, it's a beast. Those cuts are just phenomenal. Just love how they turned out. They're so straight. Cadillac tools. Good job, Gord. Killer. So we are back to our basement and our garage project, and we have to say goodbye to this one. Miller Creek, thank you so much for the work, and it was an absolute pleasure to be here. Thanks, team.